Am I recording? Yes, fine. Okay. So you can just put the name of the journal in the chat box, and I will be checking about that journal, that whether that journal is true or fake or not. Okay. So the next thing, when you are going to select a journal, the very first thing that you have to see is
Huh?
the scope. See, is the scope of your work going to match the scope of that journal? See, every journal has that scope, or what we call as the aims or objectives on their website. If those aims and objectives are not matching with your work, that then no matter how good your article is or how good your work is, you will not get an acceptance on from that journal. It's very very sure. The second thing that you have to see, or the second thing that will help you to select a journal, is the impact factor, also called as the IF or SCJR factor, which stands for Schemago Journal Rank. So if your journal is indexed in SCI, it will help it will have an impact factor. If it is indexed in Scopus, it will have an SCGR factor. The third thing that we have to see is time for first decision. So what is it? You have submitted your article to that journal. Now, time for first decision is the minimum time that journal will take, just to tell you that whether they are going to go ahead with your journal or not, with your article or not. So if the time for first decision is way too high, like if the time for first decision is like 6 months, so before 6 months none of your decisions is going to come. So always try initially to go for that journal which has a less time for first decision. And the fourth thing is your APC. APC stands for what? Article processing charges. If it is an open access journal where you are trying to submit your article, then they will cost you some of your open access journal, uh, that article processing charges. But these charges are way too high. They are like $1,500 or something like that, which is not something that we all can pay. So this is also you have to take care. Okay, so AMPC stands for article processing charges. The third good question that somebody asked for, what are the tools that we can use for research writing? So I'm going to tell you about those tools that normally I use. The first one is Medley. The Medley is used to keep a track of your citations. So what this software does, that they give a tag or a short name to every article. So the next time you need to cite that specific article in your own article, you will just use that tag instead of using the full name and all that stuff. The second tool that I use is Grammarly. This is in order to correct the grammar of my article. The third is Overleaf. I tell you what it is. We have all heard about this software called as the LaTeX, and LaTeX is used to write our journal articles, so that the formatting and spacing and everything is taken care of. uh, for latex you need to install it. You need to learn all those codes, how the things go on, how you make the title and all that stuff. So Overleaf is like an online latex, where you can write that article, where you can use the get all the advantages of a latex in an online version. You don't need to actually install it. You can just use it there. It is completely free. You can store your articles in their in that space that they provide. So you don't need to every time download the article, save it in your PC. In my case, and they have a templates of normally all the journals. So you just need to take that template of that journal where you want to submit and put it in that template, and your article will be ready. Some of the peoples in my institute, they even wrote their whole thesis on overleaf, since they didn't have to do all that stuff and most of the things were done. Then the fourth tool that I can tell you is Google Scholar. Why? In order to take the citation in whichever way you want. The one of the ways in Google Scholar is used to find the articles, one thing. The second way, it is used to get the citation in whichever style that you want. Like if you want to get a citation for any article you wish to in any style, just put the name of that article in the chat box and I will find it for you. Just write it also, that find the citation for this article from Google Scholar, so that I know that what you are asking. The fifth tool that I will tell to all of you is Turnitin. It is used to check the plagiarism for your. Okay, somebody still in the waiting room. It is used to check the plagiarism of your article. Normally, when you are going to submit your article to any journal, they ask for a plagiarism less than 10%. 10% should 10% is the maximum plagiarism that most of the journals allow. So it's very very important that you keep it less than 10%. And Turnitin is a tool that you use in order to check the pledge. The sixth tool that I will recommend to all of you is Draw.io. Draw.io is actually a free website where you can make charts, your graph, your flow charts in a very easy way. So just note its name, everybody, and you can, you know, go through these tools. Draw.io is something that I use every time I need to make some figure or I need to make some flow chart, because it makes the work so much easier, right? So this brings us to the end of this one day course. Now we'll just be taking your questions. So at the end of this course I will be sending overleaf, is it authentic, like where you want to show its authenticity. You just need to get your work done now. So so I have a book for all of you, a free e-book, and the name of that book is Things to Not Do During PhD. So on the mail and on the group, I will be sending uh, this book to all of you. And if you want any assistance, you can contact me on this email ID. I will send this email ID also. On the Facebook, I have a page by the name Learning with Chandan, and I have a Facebook group where I normally answer the questions asked by others, and the name of that group is Research Help Online, and I'm also on Instagram. So now coming on to onto the questions that you were asking. Now I'll just be sharing my screen, my Google screen, and then we will just be going through whatever the things that you have asked. The third factor in the selection of those journals. The third factor in the selection of those journals is time for first session. How to access research papers free of cost. Tell me any field, tell me any research paper and you want to access, then I can help. Otherwise, there are so many websites. Na? Okay. So coming on to the questions that you have asked. Okay. I need to explain this literature review. Okay, see how you are going to actually write your literature review. The first thing that I have said is to write your literature review after writing your results and discussion. Now, after you have written your results and discussion, now you know what work has been done, how work has been done. So you can be very, very specific with the work, right? So that is now that it is why at this point I tell you to write it. So the first thing that you have to write about those studies which explain the background of your topic, right? In your first paragraph, straight similarly in the form of that fun, in the form of that fun, right? In the second paragraph, you have to describe other other categories or methods in one or two lines. See, right, the example that I gave at this slide was what. See, right now here I'm working, right? So the forest fire detections have so many ways. Forest fires can be detected using a satellite, using a video. There can be other ways to do the same way, to do the same work. There can be other ways to do the same work. So in the second paragraph, you have to describe other ways of doing that same work in one or two lines. In the third paragraph, you have to write about those studies which are nearly similar to your work. See, my work is on what? Wireless sensor networks to detect the forest fires. So in the third and fourth paragraph, I am going to talk about only those studies which are very, very close, which also include the same work, like which also include the wireless sensor networks being used for for the detection of forest fires. So I hope now you would have been able to understand it. If not, please just put it in the comment and I will. What is the purpose of Overleaf? It is a online editor for text draw.io. I have told. How do I know my research topic is suitable and authentic? There are two ways to do this. There are two questions actually in this. Is it suitable and authentic? There are two questions. When you are talking about suitable, suitable, it should be for you, है ना? तो suitable or not can be judged using two factors. First is your personal interest, because when you are going to work in a specific research area for a very long time, it's really, really important you have an interest in that topic, because you will be reading so many things. You will be reading the theses, you will be reading the articles, the books. So your interest is something that matters the most. The second thing that matters is, do you have resources for that? Like, you want to do this work, but you need some kind of instruments and samples to do that work. And if those instruments and samples are not available in your lab, then no matter how much good your work is, you cannot do that work. So this is how you will decide that whether this work is suitable for you or not. First thing. The second thing, is your work authentic or not? Authenticity, the best way to check authenticity is, have you found out your research cap? First thing. Second, the papers that have been published in that same field, are they getting citations or not? Like in the last 1 year, whatever articles were published in that same area, have they got some citations or not? So okay, what does the citation here refers to? Like somebody else used your work as a part of their work, so work is being done in that field, na? So that is how you will decide that whether your topic is authentic or not, that whether you will get a recognition if you will work in that field. Okay. uh, Please
job.
mute yourselves. Why do I need to tell this again and again?
मैं कौन हूँ? मेरा मसला नहीं है, ये मेरा आर्ट है, तो मैं
Please
खुद
mute
इसके
yourself.
साथ हूँ।
Okay. Next question. International Journal of Management. Okay, you want me to check that whether this journal is authentic or not. So okay, I will be doing it right now here in front of you. I hope everybody of you can see my screen. So this is the journal that you were referring to. Let's just go through the website of this journal and see what does it says. Hmm. Why do you need to H index of a journal? Google Scholar Impact Factor. H index is not of a journal, it is of a scholar. Okay, where it is indexed, where is the indexing? Huh? Abstracting and indexing. Google Scholar Met. Okay, so this is not indexed in any SCI or Scopus, nothing. So I will not recommend you this chapter. Second, materials, today's, and whatever. Is somebody asking for a YouTube channel recommendation? Statistical analysis. Okay, so materials today proceedings. This is an elsewhere journal, as it says here. Let's have a look if it is an elsewhere journal. This looks like an elsewhere journal, and this has an article processing charge of $150. So if you can pay this much money, it's good. You can go. It has an SCGR factor of 0.304. So as I said that okay, now we'll go to the Scopus Scopus indexing and see if they have, if they have this journal in their name. So how we are going to see that? We'll go for the first. We will check according to this name. Where it is, view journal rankings. So first we'll check according to the name, then we will check according to the ISSN number. If in both the cases it's fine, then only we'll go ahead to it. Here we'll select a title, material. We have pasted it as it is. So it is there, fine. So this is, so first step is passed. We have checked it according to the what we call as on the indexing website. Now the ISSN number 2214785 the same. So you can trust this, and solid state technology. Somebody has, I guess, again unmuted themselves. Okay, now going on to the next journal, solid state technology. Even if you do that first step, this first step, it will be good enough for you because it will give you good enough output. Okay, solid state technology. They says that this has been indexed by a Scopus with a side score of 0.3. Okay, so let's just check on the Scopus only. Scopus journals. So we'll initially we'll search with just the name. We'll just put on the name and uh, view journal rankings. Let's see if solid state technology is actually indexed. Yes, it is indexed. Here it is a site score of 0.3, and let's match it with the ISSN number 003811. Is it same over here? 0011. So this is also a good journal if you want to try for it. International Journal of Social Science and Management Studies. Now we are going to check for this. DYP this stuff. Peer review process. Where is the indexing? Index with I will not recommend this journal to anybody. For law, which is the open access research writing tools, I have already told that you can use Overleaf and all these things. Overleaf, it is authentic. Shavendra ma'am, thank you so much. Thank you. Third factor, I have said how to access research papers free of cost. So you want me to find management research articles free of cost. Okay. Um, so I'll just put it up here. Management research. Simple as that. Okay. um, as you can see, the first that came that first thing that came was of a Google Scholar. So here you have the books, but we need articles. The future of management, this is an article. Here the PDF is available on this website. Fundamentals of management, this is also a book, I guess. This is a book. Okay, let's try something else then. Like tell me anything about management, any area of management, then it would be a better to search. In the meantime, I can go to the next question. International Journal of Scientific and Research Valuation, I don't know what such publication. Okay, where it is indexed, what about index? Online publication charges. Okay, so this has an online publication charge. SG factor, what is the SG factor? Mhm. I'll not recommend this channel to you. Sorry. And how much money they are costing? $55. So if you want, if you can pay for this much money, it's good for you. Otherwise, I will not recommend this to you. How can one differentiate a research journal and research papers? A research journal is a collection of research papers. Thank you so much. You're most welcome. How to select a journal to publish papers as UGCK list is only criterion PhD. Ask, tell your guide you want to go for SCI. He will be super happy. As UGCK, I know they say that do two articles in UGC and the work is done. But trust me, ask your guide. I want to go for SCI or Scopus and guide me. He will be more than happy to guide you. Is it safe to dump our article for online editing online apps? Okay, listen to me. What you need to do here, write your article in a Word file. Write your whole article in the Word file. And when you need to edit that article in order to send for some journal or something like that, then you use Overleaf just to format, just the last work of formatting. Don't just write and set it there. Write it in a Word file. Only use it for formatting. And once the work has been done, just delete it from there. Mention the plagiarism site for social science. Just use the Turnitin. It is a paid site, so you have to ask your guide in order to provide you the access. Can you please suggest good YouTube channel for statistical analysis? I can suggest you a YouTube channel that will actually help you to understand many things about research. And I will recommend it to everybody. It is a channel by the name Learning with Chandan. It is my own channel where I talk about research, where I talk about how the things work. Writing a literature review, top five plagiarism hackers, all these things, types of journals. So I paste content on this channel. And so, like, my last video is like how to maintain a balance between a PhD guide and PhD co-guide. So this is what I've so this you can just follow uh, this channel. I'll send the link on in your groups. How to get an article which is not free? Ask your guide. Tell your guide to find you an article. There are some ways, but I will not like to talk about them so you can understand. Digital marketing. What digital marketing? Effectiveness and training or development. What are you saying? Please tell it in the full. Isn't it tool to check plagiarism other and turn it in? There is one. I don't know the name, but there is one. But it is also paid. Sorry, not getting you SCI. Okay. There is what we call as an indexing. The journals have to follow some of the rules in order to get their articles indexed by an indexing database. Two of the major indexing databases is SCI and Scopus. While SCI stands in at a higher place and Scopus is at the second place. How to minimize plagiarism by using it your own words. Try to write it in your own words. How to check if any journal is SCI? Name the journal. Then I can tell you. Can we divide research problem into different modules and correlate them into different papers? Yes, you can do. Think about it. Very, very simple way to do this. Um, you have a certain objectives as a part of your thesis, right? As a part of your PhD work. Every objective can be a different research article. It's like if as a part of your thesis work, you have three objectives. So that three works that you have done, three things that you try to solve can become a different research article. And so from one thesis you have got three articles, and one article can be your literature review article, and one article can be collection of all those works. So from one PhD thesis you can take five articles in this place, one for each and all of your objective, one for literature review, and one of your collective work. So this is the way. So you can divide. For plagiarism, Urkund, you can use, yeah, but I only used Turnitin. If you want to get your research paper checked by me through that Turnitin, you can just mail me, but it will be a paid stuff, not free. Can we use Quillbot? Yes, Quillbot. If it works for you, then you can use. Can or fun writing. If it works for you, then you can use. Check if semiconductors, science and technology from IUP Sciences is SEO or not. Okay, I'll see. I will check it right now in front of you. The meeting is going to end in 5 minutes, so this will be an end to our session. So if you have something to ask, just do it in fastly. Okay, so impact factor is 2.31. So we'll just see if this. So we'll just go to the MGL Clarivate and we'll put the name of the journal. So here you can see that thing, median submission to first decision before peer review. Here they have given it for 4 days. Like I have said, na, you have to see that what is the time for first decision. So if you submit your article to this journal, in 4 days they will tell you that whether it was fine for them or not. And then after first review in 43 days they will tell you that what it is. So this is an authentic journal as it is there on the website of SCI also. Okay, so I have to just sign in. So you can just check it from there. So now we need to check the ISSN number. Is it same or not? Where is the ISSN number of this journal? Mm, I don't think we need to go in that much depth, but it is. But this journal is fine if you want to go for this. How to get an IDO for my paper? Please tell the full form of IDO. Can we manage writing a thesis without plagiarism? If your papers have not come online, then they will not come as plagiarism. If they have come online, then they can come as plagiarism. Zotero or Medley, which one you prefer? I don't prefer any of those. I prefer doing it by on my own hands. Research paper on training and development of human resources and its effectiveness. Okay, I'll do it right now. So in 4 minutes, this meeting is going to end, and which will be an end to our course also. So there are some articles here that you can take advantage of. This is on ResearchGate, and this is also on ResearchGate, and this is just an article. So this is how you can get to some articles. So I guess this brings us to the end of the course. So let me just bring it here in front of me. Yeah. So I thank everyone who has come to this course, and I have a channel on YouTube where I post content which helps the research scholars. So once again, I'm thankful to all of you. This Q&A thing will be uploaded on my channel for everybody to watch. So you can get once more you can get a view of that. So till that time, just stay safe, just be connected in that WhatsApp group so that I can be in touch with everybody of you. If you have any doubt, just put it in that group, and I will be there to all of you. And one more thing, before everybody of you runs out, I have a gift for you. I have a special gift for all of you. There is a bonus session. Everybody of you will be getting a bonus session. The bonus session will be something that you have not, I will not tell you that what we are going to talk in that bonus session, but you all of you have that bonus session. It will be tomorrow. It will be of one hour. Timings will be shared in that WhatsApp group. But since you are paid for just one day, but this will be for 2 days, and the next day, the day two, will be a bonus session for all of you. So we'll talk about some stuff. We'll talk about some things that actually affect your PhD life, your research life. So there will be a bonus session for all of you, and I'll just share the link. I'll just share the links and the date and the details in the WhatsApp group. So just stay connected. And the timing of this bonus session will be 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. tomorrow, because I have a guest. A guest will be coming on this course to address you all. So just come tomorrow at 9 p.m. Keep yourself free. Don't like ye kaam hai, wo kaam hai. Don't do that stuff. Keep yourself free. Tomorrow 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. will be a bonus session for all of you. In the meantime, stay safe. Keep yourself safe. Get vaccinated. These things are really important. And I'll send you my YouTube channel link. Please subscribe. And till that time, bye bye. Take care.